How fast can you actually start making money from EV chargers? Faster than you think. In this video, I'll teach you how to figure this all out, all without spending months in research mode. Before we dive in, my name's Trevor and I helped launch two successful EV charging startups. Both of those businesses are still rocking and still bringing in a ton of money. When people are thinking about starting a business, usually one of their first questions is, well, how much money can I make from this business? And that's a pretty good place to start because if you're not sure how profitable it will be, then you can't figure out if it's a good idea or not. But along with profits, there's a lot of other questions you should be asking, like, is this something that I can do on the side and have some passive income, or is it going to require my full-time effort and attention? And how much money am I going to need to put down up front as capital to get the business off the ground? Also, what's the competition like? What's the market like? Is there a big demand for EV charging in this case? And the great thing with the EV charging market is all the data right now is pointing to a very healthy business. I read that right now in America, every single day, there's 3,500 EVs that hit the streets. And this is every day. And we're still just ramping up in the EV adoption era. But if you're like me, I look around and when I'm on the highway, I'm always looking around at all the other cars. And it just seems like EVs continue to just keep popping up more and more. And the cool thing is, at first, it was always Tesla. But now, there's a little bit of controversy going on with Tesla. So people are exploring other manufacturers and realizing that there's some other really great options out there. Where I live, EV sales have doubled over the last 5 years. So this is all just music to my ears in terms of if starting an EV charging business is a good idea or not. You never want to start a business in a dying industry. For example, you wouldn't want to be starting, like a newspaper company right now because that's dead and gone. But the EV charging market is just about to take off. And there are a lot of companies that are already out there and established, but this market is still going to grow so much that there's still tons of room for new companies. And one really cool way to look at this, and this is a perspective that I love, and it came from my dad, who is the smartest business person I know. He always loves learning about new small businesses because he sees them as a lot more flexible than a big established corporation business. He says that it's almost like a little speedboat versus a big cruise ship. When you're a big established company and you have hundreds or thousands of employees and you've been doing this for multiple years, everything is kind of set in stone. Your ways of doing business is almost built right into the foundation, and it's not so easy to change. So if the market changes like it is every day with EV charging, you don't have the ability to adapt and shift as quickly. It's like the big cruise ship that is on its one-way track and it can't really steer off course very quickly or very easily. But a new small business, because usually there's only maybe one employee, yourself, or maybe a handful of you, and the market changes, or new regulations come out, or there's developments in the industry and you need to make some shifts. If you're a small new business, you're like a speedboat. You can change direction and make changes really quickly, which gives you quite a bit of a competitive advantage if you're going up against that big cruise ship that can't shift so easily. And just to touch on the market a little bit more, every different type of location needs a different type of setup. So let's say that you had a property or a location that was next to a highway, then you're not necessarily going to be putting level 2 chargers out there, because level 2 chargers can take anywhere from, let's say, 4 to 8 hours depending on the output that you have. So if you're on a highway, you're trying to move by pretty quickly. You're not trying to leave your car there for 6 hours charging. So on the side of highways, you're going to want to aim for those DC fast chargers. But then let's say you're in a condo building and you need EV charging. You definitely don't have enough power to put DC fast chargers in there. All the building's power would shut off with all that electrical demands. So you'd want to aim for level 2 chargers. And this is great because people aren't so worried about it taking a while. They just plug in their car and go upstairs and just chill, watch TV. They're at home. So you can just make dinner, do whatever you want, and your car is just charging downstairs. So different locations have a different application that would be best for that spot. And no EV charging company is going to be the best at every single type. So you can choose your lane or your niche and become a pro in that area. And because the market's so diversified of what the different needs are for the different types of people at the different locations, there's such a wide variety on the different services that you can offer. And there's no one EV charging company that is the best at everything. There's some software companies, some good level 2 companies, some good DC fast charger companies. So it's better to just pick a one niche and be the best in that one lane and just try to take over that market space. And this is why it's so tough when people ask, is the EV charging business profitable? There's not one size fits all answer. There's different answers for the different areas you are in North America, what types of chargers you have, which type of location you're at, how much your electricity costs. There's so many different factors that are involved to figure out how much profit you can make. And it's actually a great thing that this market is so confusing because, if it was simple, then it would just open the doors to really anybody to kind of give it a shot. But when it's complicated and kind of hard to figure out, then that sets the barrier to entry higher. So if you are able to figure it out, then you're in the game. So what's working for us in terms of an entrepreneur looking to get into this industry? Well, we're definitely in a growing industry. This thing is about to take off. It's not so easy to figure out how this all works. So your competition might be lower than some other markets. The government is backing this. And I feel like whenever the government is kind of getting behind and promoting something, especially in terms of something that people should purchase, it's just a matter of time before it takes over. Remember the days of LED lights and the government paying for a big portion of all these buildings to switch all their lights to LED? And they were paying for, half of these projects. It was just a matter of time. Now every building you go into has LED lights. It's almost silly if you find a building that's still using incandescent lights. But the thing is that these rebates or these incentives don't last forever. So getting in the game early and taking advantage of them is the way to go. So if you have questions about starting your own EV charging business, feel free to give me a shout and I'm happy to help. For a limited time, I'm actually offering free consulting sessions. So if you're interested, feel free to book a time in the Calendly link below. Or you can reach out and send me an email at contact@strongenergy-ev.com. And as always, I'd love if you were to subscribe to the channel and keep following the journey. Thanks so much for checking in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.